Hey everybody, and welcome back to my videos. Welcome back to Baking with Joy. It's good to be back to share this recipe with you tonight. It's been a while, we've been busy, but I'm so glad to come back tonight. And tonight we're going to be making a chocolate Coca-Cola cake, my very favorite. Anyway, so let's get started. In this bowl, I have 2 cups of self-rising flour. And I'm just going to give this a little whisk. This is a simple recipe. We're going to bake it in a sheet pan. It's been a while since I baked a cake. And I'm ready to get back in the groove again. Right here, I've got 2 cups of granulated sugar. And I'm just going to whisk my dry ingredients together in this big mixing bowl. And whisk this up. So we're going to set that aside. And in this medium-sized mixing bowl, I have 2 softened sticks of butter. And what we're going to do is, I've got a 1/4 cup Hershey's Cocoa. Hershey's Cocoa is the best. And to this, so we've got 2 cups of self-rising flour, 2 cups of sugar that I've whisked together. And this is where we're going to mix up all of our ingredients in. But in this separate bowl, I have 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of yours truly, Coca-Cola, and a 1/4 cup of Hershey's Cocoa. Now our next step is we're going to put this mixture in the microwave for 3 minutes and get it all, the butter all nice and melted together. And we'll be right back. Okay everybody, we're back, and it's been 3 minutes. And my butter is completely melted. And here is nothing but a liquid mixture of the Coca-Cola and the Hershey's Cocoa and the butter. So I'm just going to give this a nice whisk to sort of mix it and combine all this liquid ingredients up. Of course, we have our self-rising flour and our sugar in this bowl that I've whisked. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the smaller mixing bowl. And in this mixing bowl, I have my wet ingredients. And I have 2 whole eggs. And I've added 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm just going to give this a whisk and beat up my eggs and my vanilla. And to this, I have 1 cup of buttermilk, 1/2 cup, 2 whole eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of whole buttermilk. And I'm just going to whisk this up together. Give it a good mix and whisk. And we're going to set this aside. Now what we're going to do with this mixture here is, let's see, the bowl is a little hot. So we're going to pour this mixture in this flour. And we're just going to stir. Give it a good stir. And just get our flour and our sugar in this chocolatey mixture with the Coca-Cola and the butter all mixed up and combined. So this is really a one bowl recipe. Even though you're using a separate bowl for your wet ingredients and a separate bowl for your chocolatey mixture, and you're going back to that one big bowl with your dry ingredients, you're just gonna mix it all up. And we're gonna, as you can see, I just wanted to make sure that this mixture wasn't hot. Now that I've added it to the dry ingredients, it's not hot. So now we're going to take our buttermilk and our eggs and our vanilla, and we're going to quickly mix in our wet ingredients to the chocolatey mixture. And it's just a nice, super chocolatey.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Okay, everybody, I apologize for that interruption. But we're back, and I have mixed all my ingredients together, and we have a super silky chocolatey mixture. And I've sprayed my 13 by 9 pan with Baker's Joy, and I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we're just going to pour this mixture in this pan. And we're going to place this in the oven for 30 minutes. And when it's done, we'll come back and we'll whip up a chocolate Coca-Cola frosting to go over the top of it. And we'll poke some holes in it. And while the cake is still warm, we'll just pour it over there. It will be delicious. So we'll be back. Okay, everybody, we're back. And my cake is out of the oven. And I used the end of my whisk here to poke holes in it, and it's still warm. And in this bowl, we're going to make the icing. And we're going to pour it directly on our warm cake. It won't take but a minute. I have about 3 to 3.5 cups of confectionery sugar and a 1/4 cup of Hershey's cocoa once again. And I'm just going to stir this up and give this a good whisk. Get it all good and mixed. The confectionery sugar and the Hershey's cocoa. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And in this bowl, I have 1 stick of softened butter and 1/3 cup of Coca-Cola. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes and get it melted just like we did with our batter. And then once it comes out, I'm going to mix it in and add a little vanilla extract in, and we're going to pour it directly over the cake. Okay, after this is melted, I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back, and as you can see, here is my cake, still warm to the touch with the holes poked in it. And here is my powdered sugar and cocoa whisked together. This is my melted butter with the Coca-Cola. And we're just going to pour that into our powdered sugar mixture. And we're going to whisk. And this icing is going to be, well, I thought it would be rather thin, but it is kind of thickening up. And I do want to add me about a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to whisk really fast. Oh Lord, it's velvety smooth. It just looks delicious. I'm going to reach right in here and get me a spoon so that I will be able to scrape all of this chocolatey goodness up. So everybody, if you can see in this bowl, look how smooth and velvety that glaze came out. So we're just gonna and we'll use this spoon to scrape every bit of it up. And I've got me I have this little butter knife that I use for a little spatula. Okay, we're just gonna get this spread over. And it's just going on like silk. Sort of like a fudge icing, which is my favorite. And I'm just going to make sure that it's evenly distributed. How beautiful is that, everybody? So let's get it this way. I believe that's good. Everybody, there you have it. Chocolate Coca-Cola cake. An old-fashioned dessert. And I honestly can't wait to taste this. But I'm glad that you was able to join me tonight. And I look forward to the next time we're together and I can share another great recipe with you. And this has been Baking with Joy, and God bless and good night.